Hey guys, Brian here, and today I'm going to go ahead and talk about a free gun I'm giving away and the Troy TRX. First up for the free gun, it's going to be the Echo1 MTC3. Go ahead and check out the Echo1 blog, I'll have the links below, and you'll see how I'm slowly building this up and going to give this rifle away when I get to 10,000 followers on Instagram. So make sure you guys follow me on Instagram, and also check out the Echo1 website for this blog and many others. Thanks. Okay. Now back to the Troy TRX. Let's get started and talk about what comes in the box, the gun, and then break down the gearbox. First up, we have the cardboard box with ISGK logo and trade logos for the Troy Industries, which is pretty cool. Cardboard, nothing too crazy. Foam, and the gun, so when it's shaking around and you ship it or whatnot, it's pretty sturdy. Okay, first up, you're going to have a jamming rod. Stick it out on the side right there so you don't lose it. Warranty card, 30-day warranty card, and if it's after 30 days and you have the orange tip on, you haven't tampered with it, taken apart, or thrown it across the room, still help you out, so just go ahead and message me. Okay, regular 300 round high cap, M4, M16 mags will work in this as well. A regular PEC box or brick style LiPo, a regular PEC box type brick battery. It's 8.4 1100, but you can use a regular 7.4 or 11.1 type PEC box LiPo. I'll have links below on what you can use. That goes in the stock, of course. And then also a little metal front sight tool and high cap winding wheel in case you need those. And for the battery, you're going to have a regular wall charger. Nothing too special, gets the job done. Now let's go ahead and check out this rifle from front to back. Basically, you're going to have three models or three different lengths. You're going to have, this is the 13-inch, you're going to have the shorter version and the CQB version, all for around the mid 200 range or under. Check the local store to find out more detail and pricings. Okay, so you're going to have the safety orange flash hider up front. It's a fix for legal import, warranty, safety reasons, all that good stuff. Leave it on there. Underneath that, you're going to have a 14mm counterclockwise threading, which is standard. And on top, you're going to have the Troy Battle Axe flip-up sights in the rear one as well. They lock into place with this push button on the front and manual open and close. Very stiff, very rigid. Lock open, lock close, they're good to go. Underneath that, you're going to have the Troy TRX handguard. It's very smooth, very lightweight. The cool thing about this is it's modular design. You can use aftermarket rail sections or the ones we have on the part shop, I'll link below. Or you can use this super cool squid grips, just like for the real Troy Industries rifles like I have. It's a rubberized grip that fits in these holes. I like sushi, I like squid. The Troy is the rifle for me. If you follow my Instagram, you'll see that. Anyways, further on back, you're going to have the metal body. The metal body is going to consist of upper and lower, of course. Trademarks on one side, and easy access to the hop-up unit, which is metal as well. This rifle is going to be more solid, more metal, and more affordable than if you built this yourself. So let's continue on. You're going to have a metal buffer tube. You're going to have the Troy Battle Axe stock. Cool thing about this is you have sling loops up here, here, on the left, the right, and the bottom. So if you're looking to attach stuff, you can. Go ahead and close this. You're going to have a little push button on here, and you can open this to expose your battery compartment. You can use a regular buffer tube stick LiPo in the top, like you would for a regular M4, or you can use a larger LiPo, like for the PEC box type, in the bottom compartment. You're going to have just a regular wire extension, no fuse, so it's easy to go, and you have routing sections on the side for the wire so you can open and close while it's plugged in play. Looking at the pistol grip, you're going to notice it's a slim pistol grip. You're not going to have that annoying little finger groove that everybody complains about, so you can easily grab this pistol grip and you can use it, shoot, have fun, and all that stuff. Also, you're going to notice the scaling on here to follow the Troy Industries trademark of their pistol grips. And the cool thing about this is it's the Battle Axe stock. And unlike the real one or the one from Mad Bull, which is a shorter true to life that uses a medium motor, it's going to be a long type. So you actually can use all your favorite long type motors for high speed, high torque, whatever you want. So that's a cool feature right there. And also it's going to have the venting on the bottom. So it's basically an upgraded pistol grip already installed. Also, you're going to have this super cool swooped trigger guard, basically if you're using gloves or if you want to do two fingers. Not recommended, but in case you're doing a lot of shooting, that can work. Also, the mag release. It's not just like a regular M4 mag release, it's a large mag release, so in case you want to press like traditional type, you can. Or if you are panicking and you can't find that mag release, you can. It's wherever your finger goes, it's there. So that's another cool feature. So let me go ahead and talk about the internals and take it all apart and explain everything in this follow-up video. Just stay tuned, and it'll be right now in 3, 2, 1. Okay. Okay, now let's go ahead and take this off. And let's first start taking off the upper. So just a regular Allen key for these 2 screws. Pop out. Okay, put those aside. And let's look at the upper receiver. Okay, for the upper receiver, it's going to be metal, of course. And you're going to have a brass inner barrel that's going to match the outer barrel, because there's 3 versions. You're going to have a traditional spring and then a spring washer to further press that hop-up unit up against the gearbox, making a great seal. So it's basically going to be constantly pressed up here, so it's one solid chunk of metal if you think about it. There's no bounce back. Okay, the bucking is going to be the Mad Bull. Oops, drop that little part. It's going to be the Mad Bull orange bucking, of course, and you're going to notice a really cool Mad Bull trademark right there, a little MB. So that's a cool little feature right there, because basically it's a Mad Bull, Troy, and Echo project. So we continue the whole Mad Bull inside and out. Okay, now for the outer barrel and the handguard. You're probably saying, is it a 2-piece? Is it a 1-piece? Well, let's check it out. Go ahead and take off these 2 little screws right here. And don't lose these. And just wiggle. You're going to have basically the barrel nut. It mimics the Troy TRX. You're going to have a fake gas tube just for looks, basically, and a solid piece. Basically, these 2 little screws pinch on here, just like the real one, onto here. So you have very lightweight, not a lot of mechanics to put this on here. But you're going to notice one solid piece outer barrel. This means it's not going to wiggle. It's very solid, and it's good for target shooting if you need to, or just badass shooting on the field. And to loosen this, just use any AR wrench like so, and you can take this off and put on any aftermarket barrel or whatnot. So that's a cool option right there already. And you're going to have, let's see if it works, a regular Marui spec, I guess, charging handle. Nothing too crazy. So yeah. Okay, now let's go ahead and take apart the lower. First up, let's take off the stock. Probably asking like, hey, how do I do that? Well, it's not like a regular M4 where we have the little latch here. You have the extension latch here, of course. But how to take it off is either use like a tool, like a flathead, and basically if you look inside, you're going to have, I don't know if you can see in there, basically the end of the screwdriver or the flathead, you're going to have this little bar. Basically, you pull down on it while you slide it back, and it's essentially like the little spring that goes in here that actuates this. So you just pull it down. It's hard to show on camera, but if you look in there, you see the little silver bar. Basically, the width of this, put this on there, pull down, and you're good. Okay, also you're going to have foam on the inside to prevent your battery from rattling around. But if you want to use like any other PEC box, you can remove that foam, and you can fit a good amount of aftermarket batteries in there. Also, you notice the routes on left and right for your battery wires, and you're good. So I put that aside, and now for the rest of the gun. Let's go ahead and get started. Take off the buffer tube. Just like a regular M4, you can have just the one washer and screw down there. Go ahead and wiggle it out. Come on. Okay. We do have these available as well, so don't worry. And buffer tube's off. A little plastic stock plate. Pull that off. Okay, cool. Let me go ahead and cycle this because you guys are curious. cool. Let me reset it. There we go. Okay, so that's shooting it. And let me go ahead and continue taking it apart. For the pistol grip, you're going to notice little vents on the bottom. That's, I guess, an improvement from the other MFR series we had, which is just a seal bottom. You are going to have, I dropped it. You have vents and little screws. Also, a huge improvement would be the little metal threading in the pistol grip, so you don't have to worry about stripping these out. So that's cool right there. Like I said earlier, it is basically an upgraded pistol grip. And also the motor plate that sits on there. Oh, and the little part fell out. Okay. Let me go ahead and plug. Be careful. These little parts for the motor height adjustment, careful not to lose them. They just lock in here, and just like a regular M4 for adjustment. Put those aside. Also, the wiring is going to be on the rear like a traditional M4, not like a PDW, if that makes sense. The motor is going to be a smidge torque, but nothing too torquey. It's not like a super torque or neo torque, but it gets the job done. So it's standard motor. It's cool. Let me go ahead and continue. And just like a regular M4, you're going to have the two screws on the bottom and the script. As I pointed out, the nice texturing. No finger groove here. It's nice and smooth and contoured. It's nice and little grip, so you can grab like so. I like it. It's good. Okay. You can go ahead and take off the mag release. Just use a regular Torx tool. Press in and out. And this is a mag release. Basically, this is an extension and it's texturized. It's pretty cool. Put that aside. And you can swap this out, or you can take this off other guns. Uses a regular M4 body, so you can use any M4 mag release if you like. I'm go ahead and take out this body pin. Pop it out like so, and switch. Okay. Okay, so this is the gearbox. It's going to be a version 2 M4 type using 8mm steel ball bearings. Let me flip it over. You see a better shot of the bearings, Echo logo, and the chrome type cylinder, which is great. Out of the box, you're going to be shooting around 400 FPS, a smidge over. Spring will settle. You'll be right at 400, so it's not going to drop any lower. So it's going to be a great rifle. Let me go ahead and pull the reversal latch. Cool. Just use a little hook and use some Torx. Okay, all the screws are out. Let's go ahead and open this up. Okay, cool. You're going to notice some shims throughout the gears, so that's cool. The 120 type spring, about 400 FPS, a smidge over. Now you're going to have a metal spring guide, metal threads of course, and little washers on the bottom, metal on the inside, and a plastic shaft. This isn't really that important, but the metal is, because that's where the buffer tube screws in. So that's pretty good, and it has a little washers so it doesn't drag or anything. So it looks weird, but it works. Okay, let me go ahead and remove the rest. Okay, you're going to have the tappet plate cut for high speed or full auto feeding, which is good. a large delayer, which is good. Tappet plate is a regular polycarb. It's flexible, no issues here. The air nozzle, it's a standard nozzle. There's no O-ring. It's plastic. It's a good seal. Okay, compression, it's good. It's a full cylinder. That's another reason why I have the high FPS. So that's good. Stock cylinder head, chrome type, full cylinder. And for the piston, you're going to have ported piston head. It's polycarb. Also, you're going to have the bearings on the inside, little bearing plates, so help with that spring. And also, the piston itself is going to be a steel tooth rack that's going to have the polycarb body. It's going to be octagonal, so it's a little, it might be tight for some springs, but majority of them will fit, and it's going to be very strong. Also, you're going to notice on the inside, you're going to have, let me see if I can get a good shot. On the inside, you're going to have more material so that the rack doesn't lift up or split. It's not going to be glued in place, but it's going to be pressed in there, so in case you want to open it up and cut teeth off for short stroking, which you could do that. It's already an upgraded piston ready to go. Okay, so that's a cool feature. The gears, standard like our other Troy series and XCRs and everything, steel. The cool thing is the large delayer that helps pull back the tappet plate for high speed rate of fires. So in case you wanted to use a LiPo, you're ready to go. Regular reversal latch, bevel gear, spur gear. Cool thing to note is the cutoff lever. It's going to be made out of steel. Others are pot metal. This is steel, so that's cool. And a traditional wire harness and trigger. Other than that, it's nothing too crazy. It's an upgraded gun inside and out. So if you want a Troy, if you wanted a Troy rifle, this is probably what you want to get instead of building it from scratch, because you already have upgraded parts inside and out, and you're basically good to go. So I hope that answers your questions. If you guys have any other questions about the parts and everything, let me know, and I will do my best to answer them within a timely fashion, or just message me on Facebook. Make sure you guys like, share, and subscribe. If your friends are looking for this gun, share them this video and let them see like it's a really good gun inside and out. And other than that, this has been Brian from Echo1 USA. Thanks for watching, and have fun. See ya. Bye.